Brought to you by CHM, a biblically based alternative to health insurance. Learn more at chministries.org/budget.
So I met this wonderful lady about 6 years ago, and obviously marriage has come up, and that's the next step of progression. And my main question is, I probably struggle with it more than she ever thinks about it, but how do I be a dutiful Christian husband and a leader of the family when she makes substantially more than I do?
You can't. You have to make more money than her.
Yeah, I know. I'm
totally kidding, man.
No, I get that.
What is the gap, out of curiosity?
So I've always done well for myself, or at least thought I did until I met her. I make about 220.
Loser.
You're just like phoning it in, dude.
I know. I need to work on tripling that at least. But no, she's somewhere in the $3.5 to $4 million a year.
What?
What does she do?
They own an insurance company and a myriad of other. I always tell her business empire. It's a lot of things, but it's all related around insurance and.
Any chance she's taking applications? Because. All right. So
well, I've actually helped out a lot with the different businesses and whatnot because I'm in financial services myself.
Oh, nice. Well, here's the good news. She's not marrying you for the money. She's doing it because she loves you. Yeah. So that will never be an issue. Whether you make $1 or $1 million, it's chump change to her world. But here's the other thing. I've never read a piece of scripture that has told me the husband must make more than the wife or else you're not a dutiful husband. So I don't know where that came from. I'm sure it's just years of, church repression.
No, this is your insecurity, bro. And you're going to have to decide that this woman loves me and I'm worth being loved for my measly $250,000 salary that I make. This whole, dude, I can go on a whole rant about this. We could talk for an hour about this, but this idea of Christian leadership is not about me sitting at the top of some throne. That's not leadership. What that's referring to is, and if you read the whole scripture section, think of it this way. It is you choosing to get underneath the squat rack and get underneath the whole thing. Leadership is about service. It's not about dollars, and it's not about muscles. It's about service. And so you'll be the chief service officer of this family. And that might mean I'm going to lay down my life. In this current world, it doesn't. Sometimes in this current world, protecting and providing means I'm going to protect my wife's spirit and her time. I'm going to provide a listening ear, and I'm going to provide a safe space for her to crash because she's running 17 companies at once. It's this whole just beefcake Magoo illusion that Instagram and YouTube has shoved down our throat. It's not leadership. And if you ask, I'm trying to think of the wealthiest guy. If you ask Sharon Ramsey, Dave's wife, she'll tell you they make ... And I have been in the room when Sharon makes a decision on something. That doesn't make Dave not a leader. That makes him a person who serves his wife. And he, quote unquote, makes the money, but they have created a household that they work at together. George and his wife are in the same boat. Me and my wife are in the same boat.
Yeah, and she's been really great about completely open about everything. I know about everything with the finances. In fact, I recently, in the last 2 or 3 years, have taken over like managing some of the money. I've got my Series 7 and 66. So great. It's just growing up, and prior relationships have always been the provider, and then I run into her, and it's like, oh, you've got this cute job. Well, here's what I've got going on.
Well, and by the way, you're still going to provide. It's just going to look different than the internet says it is. You're going to provide a safe place to land. You're going to provide stability. You might provide laundry service. You might provide all sorts of different things, but you are the chief service officer. That's what leadership is. It's not I get my way because I have bigger muscles and I make more money. That's just a nonsensical bastardization of a really amazing scripture.
Also realize that we take a lot of calls in this show where the husband makes more than the wife, and they're terrible husbands, and they're terrible dads. So there's no correlation between that. Now, can you provide? Yeah, absolutely. That's an important factor to any future mate, is can you be a good partner in this journey of life and provide for our family? Money is a part of that, but you guys this is not even a part of that equation. I mean, you guys are doing so well that it's not even a concern. And so I want to get to the real root behind that. Aside from the money, what are your fears about marrying her?
I don't have any fears. It's exactly what y'all have talked about. It's the psychological thing of I was married prior for many years, and we have a grown daughter together, and I've just been used to, like, that's what the husband does, you provide, and that's what I did. And running into this situation, like I said, everything's been completely open and honest, and she's wonderful. In fact, she lets me take care of everything. I'd rather her not mess with anything around the house. If the sink breaks, I'll either fix it or we'll get someone over here.
Can I interrupt you here? Can I interrupt you here?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm letting loose a secret from our secret men's meeting that we all attend on Monday nights.
I didn't get the invite to that, by the way.
Exactly. You have a used Prius and 2 French Bulldogs, so you're not invited yet. But here's the thing. I don't know personally a dad who, if they're being honest, thinks they're crushing it. And I honestly, if I'm really honest, I don't know a husband that when pushed would say, I really think I'm doing a good job. And there's this meta message we've all inhaled. It's the air we breathe for the last 50 years, that our very essence is somehow poisonous. It's toxic. Our being. Mm-hmm. And if you're coming off a divorce, coming off raising a daughter, you've got this in spades, right?
Yeah, it's just been me for the last 7, 8 years.
Okay, so beneath all of this thing, most men, if you ask them, they define themselves, they answer the question, what are you worth, with a number, because that's all they have left.
Yeah.
And now you found a woman who says, no, I don't care about your money. I pick you, and you don't believe it.
That's probably true.
And so, no, it is true, bro, because we're all in the same boat, even George. And so, here's the thing. At some point, you're going to have to exhale and accept that this woman chose you. And you're going to have to decouple your identity from a number and say, the only answer to the question, what are you worth, is who do you love and who loves you? Period. Mm-hmm. Does your daughter love you? You done the best you could with her?
Yeah, she calls me all the time. It gets annoying sometimes, and she just wants to breathe
as it always does. Hey. Good. That's awesome. Do you have a couple of ride or die guy friends that you call and reach out to?
Yes, recently joined a church group I've been going to for a long time, so that's been helpful. Amazing. I don't really disclose all that, but
I know you don't. You're going to have to find a couple of men that you can be honest with in your life, because men die from keeping secrets. It melts them from the inside out. And then at some point, you're going to have to get the courage up, forget the dollar amount. You're going to have to go get a ring and ask this woman to marry you if that's what you want to do.
I would have done that like 6 months ago.
Probably 4 years ago for me, but hey, here we are 6 years into it.
Go get your spreadsheet ready. Let's figure out what ring we're going to get. Let's go ring shopping, my friend.
You're worth more than your bank account, my brother. You're a good man, and it's an honor to know you.
CHM isn't health insurance. It's a health cost-sharing ministry. Check it out for yourself at chministries.org/budget.